The attack. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the city, Mark stepped onto the subway, ready for a quiet ride home after a long day at work. The dimly lit platform was nearly empty, save for a few passengers scattered about, each lost in their own thoughts. Mark took a seat near the back of the subway car, feeling a sense of relief as the train pulled away from the platform. But his sense of tranquility was shattered moments later. The doors of the subway car hissed open, and a horde of grotesque figures stumbled in. Mark's heart pounded with fear as he realized they were not normal commuters. These were zombies, with pallid skin, tattered clothing, and a vacant, hungering look in their eyes. The zombies swarmed the subway car, their numbers growing with every passing moment. They clawed at Mark's clothes, tearing his shirt and relentlessly pounding on his chest. Panic coursed through him, and his fear was suffocating. But to his astonishment, they didn't bite or attack him. It was as though their intent was not to harm, but to awaken something in him. Mark's heart raced, but it was not the threat of being devoured that caused it. It was sheer terror. The world around him blurred, and his vision dimmed. The last thing he remembered was the sensation of his chest tightening with fear before he lost consciousness. When Mark awoke, it was in a small, brightly lit space. He struggled to focus his vision, the memory of the subway and the zombies still vivid in his mind. But the room around him was entirely different. He was lying on a stretcher inside an ambulance, paramedics hovering over him. The paramedics quickly took notice of his awakening. One of them, a middle-aged woman, offered a comforting smile. "You gave us quite a scare," she said. "You had a heart attack, but you're in good hands now." Mark tried to speak, to tell them about the bizarre subway encounter, but his voice was weak. The paramedics dismissed his incoherent ramblings as delirium, explaining that his heart attack had caused hallucinations. "We don't know how you survived," one of the paramedics remarked, "but you're one lucky man." The ambulance continued its journey to the hospital. Mark's mind reeled with disbelief, unable to reconcile the horrors he had experienced with the explanation provided by the paramedics. He couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the subway incident than met the eye, that the zombies had wanted something from him. But as he lay there in the ambulance, unsure of what had really happened, he couldn't deny the undeniable truth: he had narrowly escaped death and returned to the land of the living.